Hello, it is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021, one day before the equinox. This is my weekly wrap-up. So it is Tuesday morning at a long weekend. Weekly wrap-up from last week. List of accomplishments. So I wrote the first draft of 2 literary flash fictions last week. The first is called The Green Grocer, which is based on the following premise. A grocer is asked one morning to remove a single sign from his store. What he learns in a short exchange with the requester may be the difference between life and death for many people. The second story is called The Asterisk and is based on this premise. An engineer creates a very simple form of AI that he's convinced will be the best form of intelligence in the whole universe. They're going to try it out on a new product called Homo sapiens in their virtual environment, Earth. If you're interested, I can upload a virtual reading with sound effects from my podcast days of this story. Just let me know. It's still in draft form, so I'm not going to publish it to my site yet, but I'd be happy to do a little virtual reading. I also put a lot of work into my YouTube, specifically building out the keywords and hashtags, and I try to optimize for views. I used a new tool called TubeBuddy that so far has been quite helpful in finding useful hashtags, and I'm curious if you or anyone has used the TubeBuddy for keyword optimization. If so, how was it? And if not, what other tool or strategy do you use? And finally, I started working on the classwork for my advanced fiction writing class. So this week, last week was production week, so this week is build-up week. I plan on using this time to edit and hone my 2 flash fictions, The Green Grocer and The Asterisk, build up the idea bank for new stories, attend my class, and keep building up my YouTube. The hope being to get these 2 stories actioned, which means either in the editors or completed, and build up new skills to get ready for next week. Or new skills, experiences, and ideas to start projects on Monday. So that's the goal for this week. So as predicted, last Monday, I didn't do any work on my idea for my novel. I feared as much. So now it's time to bring out the big guns. So I've learned that when I procrastinate, it's because a part of me is hesitant about something, which makes sense, right? Part of you doesn't want to do something, so you don't do it. I've also learned that I can pretty quickly overcome that hesitancy if I actually just lean into it and talk to those parts, which is basically a fancy way of describing introspective therapy, and is something healthy folks do all the time, whether it be in the form of journaling, talking with a confidant, or even prayer and guided meditation can be those purposes, right? So after taking this time to sort of delve into my hesitancy, I realize I'm just uncomfortable with large novel structure. So the way I've been toying with breaking through that is taking a long story, in this case familiar movie, which is My Cousin Vinny, and breaking it down to its various storylines. So you've got the main storyline, right, trying to save the boys, and Benny trying to be a successful lawyer. And then you got the B story, which is Benny's relationship with his fiancée, Miss Mona Lisa Vito. And of course you have the various keys and locks of the mystery, right? The keys being, if you've seen the movie, how long it takes to make grits, and the lock for that being in the courtroom, being able to prove that the boys weren't there so close because it takes 20 minutes to cook grits, right? So those are the locks and the keys. And so I'm using this film because, one, I'm already quite familiar with it, so hopefully it'll be easy to kind of suss out those parts, and because it is essentially a cozy mystery story. Like, yes, it's a comedy, but really it's a cozy mystery, much like Poirot or Sherlock Holmes, which is both what I like to read and what I've written a few times. The Conflagration was my attempt at a cozy mystery. And additionally, mysteries are the template for thrillers. A thriller is actually a mystery plus horror, and that's how in the 70s they came up with, or that's how thrillers evolved into being a mainstay. As somebody was like, I want to take a mystery and then I want to add some horror to it, and boom, thriller. So yeah, and thrillers are the main novel genre that I'm looking at writing at, especially for this novel, would be like a techno thriller, like Michael Crichton style. So the structure would absolutely be applicable. So I'm happy to share that as well, like once I do that, and I'm hoping to do that today. I'm hoping to just carve out like 3 hours and plot those out. Once I do that, I'm happy to kind of share, in case anybody else would find that interesting, to see how I've mapped out those plots. Just let me know and I'll upload it. Concrete goals for the week. create the list of all my works that I mentioned last week, finalize edits on the AI story and submit the Green Brochure for edits, post a story on Instagram, stay up to date with my class, plot out my cousin Vinny, and post at least 3 videos to YouTube, this is one of which, and develop an idea for writing on Monday. I guess that's it. Have a great week, everybody. Happy Tuesday. And, oh yeah, it's a full harvest moon and the solstice tonight, so, soak up all your energies. All right, have a great day. Bye.